Good morning, students. So, in today's class, we are going to discuss some more topics which are there in the lesson number 9, that is agriculture in India. Agriculture in India. Okay. So, in this lesson, already we have discussed about the meaning of agriculture and there are about the types of crops. So, mainly there are two types of crops and these are food crops and cash crops. So, what are the food crops? Food crops are grown just to feed the people in the country. Okay. And which are the food crops like rice, wheat, millets, pulses. All of these crops are called as food crops. Next, we have discussed about the cash crops. What are the cash crops? Cash crops are which those crops that are grown for commercial purposes, and they help the farmers to earn the money because farmers sell those cash crops and they earn money. Okay, and which are the cash crops? Those are the sugar cane, jute, cotton, oil seeds, tea, coffee, and spices. And out of all these, already we have discussed. And out of all these crops, we have already discussed about the sugarcane, jute, cotton, oil seeds, and tea. Now the remaining are coffee and spices. So let's study about them. It is coffee. Okay. So first, this coffee is mostly grown in. This is mostly grown in Kerala. Next, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Tamil Nadu. Okay, so this coffee is mostly grown in three states. Those are the Kerala, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu because all of these states are hilly areas. Okay, and it requires cool weather. It requires cool weather and heavy rainfall as well. Heavy rainfall. It needs cool weather and heavy rainfall. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬೇಕು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇದಕ್ಕ ಕೂಲ್ ಬೇಕು ತಂಪ ವಾತಾವರಣ ಬೇಕು and heavy rainfall ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜೋರ ಮಳೆನೂ ಬೇಕು. Okay, so that's something about coffee ಅಷ್ಟ. Okay, so next if we talk about the spices, about spices, spices include which are kind of spices? See, first one is pepper, chilies, clove, okay, cinnamon, and cardamom, and cardamom. Okay, and mostly those spices are grown in Kerala. Mostly ಇದನ್ನ ಕೇರಳ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಒಳಗೆ ಬೆಳೀತಾರೆ. Okay. Next, besides the food crops, the cash crops in India also produce a variety of fruits and vegetables. So see here, first we are going to talk about coffee. So I told you that coffee is called as beverage of India. Okay, and it is mostly grown in some states like Kerala, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu, and it needed climate like it needed cool weather as well as heavy rainfall in the area. Okay, so next we are going to discuss about the spices like pepper, chilies. Spices include pepper, chilies, cloves, cinnamon, cardamom, etc. Okay, and spices are also grown in some states like Kerala, Karnataka. Kerala ಮತ್ತೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದೊಳಗ ಸ್ಪೈಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಬೆಳಿತಾರ. Okay, so that's about spices. Next, you know that besides the food crops, the cash crops, India also produces variety of fruits and vegetables. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಒಳಗ ಇವು ಫುಡ್ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಬೆಳೀತಾರೆ ಏನು ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ vegetable to eat with chapati or roti. Yes, so we grow many kinds of fruits and vegetables as well as, and some fruits are seasonal but some fruits available throughout the year. Okay, so we will discuss next about the helping the farmers. Just write it down. Okay, that's about coffee and spices. So next, we are going to discuss about the helping the farmers. Helping the farmers. So, you know that this agriculture production has vast increased since independence day to the various steps taken by the government. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಬಳಕೆಗೆ ಬಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಗ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವರು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು. ಓಕೆ, ಏನು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು. Next, many multi-purpose projects have been launched to irrigate the farms. Many by the government has launched many more multi-purpose projects just for the irrigation purpose. Okay, and farmers are being educated about the benefits of the manures and organic fertilizers. So in these days, in the earlier days actually, farmers were not much educated. They were not aware of any technology in the agriculture. Okay, but in today's generation we can see that there are specific courses, there are specific graduation courses for the agriculture to learn new methods, to learn new techniques that we can use in our agriculture. Okay, so we can say that farmers are equally educated. They are equally educated, so they can use many various of techniques and they can grow the crops as well. Okay, and the government also provides loans to the farmers to buy modern agricultural tools and machines. In the earlier days, there were no any machines and tools that they could be used in their agriculture. So it was very hard. Working in the field, it was very hard. But in these days, that work is also, it is going to be very easy because farmers and banks are providing farmer loans to the farmers they could buy new machines and tools just to make their work easy in their agriculture. Okay, so yes, they can afford almost everything in their life now. So next, such as tractors and threshers, which kind of machines they are needed, which kind of machines and tools that farmers are needed to use their agriculture. They are needed tractors, threshers, better quality seeds. Of course, better quality seeds. You know that better quality seeds are very expensive. So how they can afford the better quality seeds? Of course, when the bank is providing a perfect loan for the farmers, at that time only they can afford it. And they are also provided to them in a cheap price. See, you know that better quality seeds are very expensive in the outside when you are going to buy it from the market. But when you are going to buy from the government, they are providing the better quality seeds in a cheap price. Okay, so we can say that our government is helping the farmers in various ways, of course. Okay, but still we can say that the life of a farmer is very hard and difficult because they used to work sometimes more than 12 hours, more than 15 hours. There is no any time cut off. There is no any time cut off for the, especially for the farmers. They used to work continuously. See, if you are going to office, if you are going to office, so the office timing is the cutoff. You should go at 9 o'clock and you should reach the home at 5 or 6 a.m. 6 p.m. It means hardly you are working 8 to 9 hours or 10 hours. Not more than 10 hours you cannot work in the office. That is the rule of the office. Whether your father is a doctor, whether your father or mother is a teacher, so whatever, if they are doing a job in a company, in a school, in a bank, there is a time period. So they will not work more than that given time. But what about the life of a farmer? They work continuously. They work continuously in their field, and they grow cash crops, food crops. Sometimes they will not get anything by doing so much of hard work given, so much of hard work. So we can say that the life of a farmer is not at all easy. It's very difficult just after comparing that job with the other jobs. Okay, because they should sometimes they do not eat anything. Actually, they are working, but they are not getting time to eat as well, and they are not getting proper sleep because they need to supply the correct water to the crops. So we cannot imagine how difficult is a farmer life is. Okay, so we should respect the farmers because whatever we are getting to eat in today's life, the reason is the farmer. They are growing various of crops in their fields, so that's because we are eating all kinds of crops, fruits and vegetables in our life. We know that we are just going to market to buy all the things, but in market uh, how the fruits, vegetables, they are coming from there. So obviously from the farmers, from the field. So yes, it is, you cannot imagine that the life of a farmer is very much difficult, so we should respect that, of course. So yes, this was the lesson number 9, agriculture in India. So in this lesson we have discussed almost everything. So if we talk about the question answers of this lesson, I will explain only multiple choice questions, fill in the blanks and true or false. Okay. Anyhow, I am going to send you. Actually, already I have sent you the question and answers of this lesson, but still I am going to discuss it with you. See here. So multiple choice questions. First one: India is an dash country. India is an agricultural country. So the answer for the first question is A. Okay, India is an agricultural country. Second one: rice is a dash crop. Rice is a kharif crop. Second one. Okay. Now third one: pulses are rich in dash. Pulses are rich in proteins. C. Okay. Fourth one, crops grown for commercial purposes are called as cash crops. Okay, crops which are grown for the commercial purposes are cash crops, and crops which are grown for the just to feed the people in our country, it's called as food crop. Now here the answer is B, cash crops. Fifth one, crop which is known as the golden fiber, that is called as jute. Jute is called as golden fiber. Okay. Next, fill in the blanks. First one, two types of crops grown in India are called cash crops and food crops. Second one, dash is known as the king of fiber, cotton. Cotton is known as the king of fiber. Third one, jowar, bajra and ragi are known as millets. Okay. Fourth one, gram, moong and argur are known as pulses. These are the pulses. Fifth and the last one is that is tea and coffee are known as cash crops. Yes, tea and coffee are known as cash crops because these crops are just grown for the commercial purposes that can farmers can sell those in the market and they can earn the money. Okay, straight true or false. First one, India doesn't have suitable soil for agriculture. No, it is false because it is having suitable soil for the agriculture. Second one, the largest producer of jute in the world in India is India. It is no, it is false. Third one, tea and coffee are mainly grown in Punjab. No, it is false. Next, wheat is grown in the summer season. It is false. Fifth one is rice is grown in hot and humid climate. Yes, it is true. So after that, answer the following questions are there that I have sent in the PDF form. Just go through it and write all the question and answers in your notebook. And yes, here the syllabus of this semester is completed. Mainly there were 9 lessons: Northern Mountains, Indian Desert, Plateaus of India, Coastal Regions and Islands of India, Soil, Forest and Wildlife, Water Resources, Mineral Resources, Agriculture in India. So there were 9 lessons and we have completed all those 9 lessons. Okay. From tomorrow, we will start the revision of a particular lesson. Tomorrow we will take the lesson number 1, that is called Northern Mountains, and day after tomorrow we will discuss the lesson number 2, that is Indian Desert. Okay. So like this we will take only one lesson for each day and we will revise everything that we have already studied in previous classes. Okay. So yes, this is it for today. We will continue in the tomorrow's class. Up to then, just read everything and read properly. Okay, because 9 lessons are not very less, this is very much. So yes, read only at least one lesson for each day. Okay, so this is it for today. We will continue with the tomorrow's class.